Ptolemy Henkel the Bard paused to smack out another fire that had broken out on his pant leg. Difficult to do in his currently trussed state. He needed to face the facts. He was cooking faster than the story was coming out. Without the means to hire an editor, his story was coming out too inconsistently to really attract Clarbe's attention. Furthermore, beyond the immutable fact that he was doomed to be eaten, Ptolemy Henkel had to admit, he really liked telling this story, and he wanted it to continue. He scrunched up his eyes and thought as hard as he could, and when he opened them, he was shocked to discover the bulbous face of Clarbe the Giant, looming mere inches away. Ptolemy Henkel screamed.
Sorry to startle you. I thought you might have cooked through already.
Not yet, Clarbe. Not yet. But, can I be honest?
Of course. I'd like to think after all we've been through, you can tell me anything.
Right. Well, listen. I don't know what you usually eat, but I'm worried that the way things are going, I'll be nothing but char by the time we get to the princess.
It can't be that long, can it? It's already been 22 chapters. Common sense would dictate that, to keep the audience engaged, the party should find her soon. Right?
Right. Well, you'd be surprised. Please remember, I didn't write the story, I'm just reciting it as it was told to me. Okay?
Okay. I can try. Suspension of disbelief and all that.
Right. Ptolemy Henkel looked around, as best as he could with his limited mobility. He looked down at the flames beneath him, and at a nearby cauldron, the size of a big cauldron, a little ways away. He looked back at the flames, then back at the cauldron that wasn't on the flames. Suddenly, it came to him. Clarbe, far be it from me to tell you how to cook me, but I think I might come out better if you just sort of let me slowly simmer in that pot over there. I really think you'd enjoy me more that way. Clarbe scratched at a trio of hairs growing from his chin.
Are you sure this isn't some desperate attempt to buy time so that I forget to eat you because I'm too busy enjoying the story?
No, it's definitely not that.
Okay.
Clarbe grabbed Ptolemy and the ropes binding him to the spit snapped, drifting into the flames below. Without looking, he tossed Ptolemy into the air and the bard landed with a massive splash in Clarbe's cooking pot. He swam to the surface, sputtering for air, and grabbed onto a nearby carrot. It was hardly a boat, but it would have to do.
How's that?
Better, I guess. Thanks.
Any time.
Now, where were we?
Something about boats, I think.
Right. Thanks, Clarbe.
Any time.
Now, let's see. Where were we? Ah, yes, that's right. When we last left our heroes, they had finally decided to leave Erdenine and search for the missing princess in the nearby Anchor's chain. They arranged for transportation aboard the Vigilant, a luxury vessel that had been commissioned by the Round Zavers, a group of like-minded individuals who all believed Zav was actually a round planet. With their passage booked, the party went their separate ways and settled their affairs throughout the city. Clay went to her various employers and informed them that she would be leaving, and was able to gain some information about potential contacts throughout the Anchor's chain in the process. Glimki returned to the Dragon's Heart Cathedral, where he learned more about Macrog and the Divine Octad, and began to dabble with polytheism, something his deity Mulare quickly expressed displeasure at. Lastly, Faunalyn spent the evening reconnecting with Fallow and preparing for the voyage ahead. In the morning, our three heroes hurried over to the house of Melanie Marinelli, the princess's lady-in-waiting, not handmaid as they had previously been told. And after a brief meeting with a sentient shrub named Checkers, they were able to meet with Melanie. Through this conversation, they learned more about the princess's last night and discovered that she had snuck out to meet with a visiting prince by the name of Bertrand Vestergaard. But Melanie swore that she had returned at some point in the night, though she wasn't exactly sure when. After meeting with the distraught lady-in-waiting, they went to the site of this secret rendezvous, where they discovered a vile clue, the dried-up husk of a locust. With no time to spare, the party rushed to the docks and boarded their vessel, hoping to put the troubles of the city behind them and find the princess in the islands ahead. But just as they set sail, Faunalyn glanced up and noticed, perched upon the mast of the ship, an omen most foul. A locust.
You already said all that.
Are we really going to do this for the next 100 episodes?
What's an episode?
Never mind. On with the story.
Come gather round, travelers, and sit on the stoop. We'll tell you a story about Bard Soup. 3 lovable scamps in our traveling troupe. We'll tell you a story about Bard Soup.
It's super time. Hey guys, and welcome back to the series I like to call Bard Soup, but could also be known as I Didn't Have Time to Prep an Intro. Luckily for me, Jordan has stepped in this week with his own version of the introduction. It tested well last week. Everyone loved when Prima did the intro. So this week, Jordan's doing it. Take it away, Jordan.
Hey folks, introducing your favorite case of pop drinks, starting with our bubbly and fruity let's take a nosedive. Shannon.
Oh, bubbly
That's
and
so easy.
fruity. 2 words I would use to describe me. Nice to see you all. I am drinking a Diet Pepsi tonight. And back to you, Jordan.
What? Oh, I'm Jordan. I play Glimki Treefellow, and I'm drinking I read bubbly and put bubbly, and then it was fruit, so I said fruity. I didn't want those to have any other undertones. It's blackberry.
Huh. You're so worried about getting canceled right now.
No. We're
Don't
way
worry,
past
you
that.
will be. I'm going to mobilize our 191 followers, and they're going to cancel your ass.
And Prima?
Hi, I'm Prima. I play Campbell, and I'm drinking water today.
Responsible.
Yeah. This is a great intro, by the
That was
way.
really good.
Second
nailed
only
that.
to my intro last week.
I felt like that started really well, and then I
You called me
fumbled
fruity and got flustered.
it so hard.
It was like
It had its moments, though, for sure.
roller coaster.
When you came out swinging with the premise, I was like, oh, wow.
Anyways.
you didn't introduce Zach at all.
Yeah, you did forget that one,
There's
which
one
is
more
kind
person.
of important.
Oh, and our favorite pop drink, Zach.
I feel validated. We're not going to do Shannon next week because then she'll have time to prepare.
I already have 8 to 12 ideas.
Well, that's great. Yeah, this is Bard
They're all
Soup.
bad.
If anyone out there wants to be our intro guy, let us know. We've got room for you.
That's a good idea for collabs, is like write in your intro idea or something like that.
That is a good idea. Make someone else do the work.
Yes.
The deck of the Vigilant sways gently beneath you. This warm summer breeze sweeps past you, carrying salty air. It is a beautiful, bright, sunny day upon the Elsween Sea. I'd like to imagine Clay and Glimki are staring out at the slowly disappearing coast, the signal fire at the top of the Balefire Palace. The Balefire is burning bright in the middle of the day, and perhaps you're looking at that. But Faunalyn, you are staring up at a locust.
I think the hell not. I'm going to pull out my bow and arrow and shoot it.
Whoa.
Go for it.
If you pull out a weapon on a cruise ship, Do you get like immediately arrested by guards?
My era of good luck has ended with panache. That is a natural 1.
Oh,
But what is the locust AC?
strong start, strong start.
What if it's a 0?
Clay and Glimki, the two of you are standing there enjoying this early afternoon excursion out into the broader world when suddenly your companion pulls out a weapon and shoots an arrow up into the sails of the ship, and you watch as just one of these large seafoam green sails just gets this maybe 4-inch gash in it as the sail just splits, and the locust, Faunalyn, you watch as it flies away.
Oh, what?
Mother- Dude, stop it!
Whoa!
Faunalyn, what?
Glimki's definitely gonna run over and try to pull her arms down. The hell are you doing?
There's a locust! There's a locust! There's a locust! There's a locust!
Calm down. It's just one. We're in the middle of the ocean.
Yes, and if I kill it...
Can I do check? Are there any more locusts around?
Give me a perception check.
15.
You look around, you see the one Faunalyn maybe spotted kind of flying off out of sight. It sort of just flies off over the edge of the ship out into the afternoon air. I say afternoon air way too much. I've noticed myself doing it. I don't have an alternative. I'll work on that. But it flies off into the afternoon air.
Evening breeze.
The evening breeze. No, it's not evening though. I can't use that. Afternoon breeze, maybe.
Early evening breeze.
It's not even early. It's like maybe 1.
Midday.
Post-noon wind.
The post-noon wind.
The 2 o'clock.
The 2 o'clock shadow.
It flies off into the 1:37 p.m. breeze, and you do not see any other insects.
Why did you stop me from killing it? If I had killed it, then a fraction of that bastard would have drowned at sea.
Faunalyn, look at the sail. If you kept shooting wildly like that, we'd be stranded in the middle of the ocean.
I wouldn't miss twice. I learned a lot from the first experience.
You're trying to hit something like the size of a clothespin. I feel like missing's not really that big of a deal. It's just the fact that the shit you'd hit instead is very valuable to us right now.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm on my arc of trying not to inconvenience my companions, so I won't shoot it again. But are we concerned that there's locusts aboard the ship?
Yes, of course.
I think it implies we're being followed.
I think if we see, we'll keep an eye out maybe. Maybe we can catch one and track.
Yes,
Ah, yes. Like in a jar or something.
and interrogate it.
Yeah.
Yes. It worked really well with the rat.
Yeah, Jimmy Gnawbones.
Yeah.
That
I
worked
threatened to
well.
break its spine. Yeah.
Wait, is Jimmy his name?
Yeah, you got it
Jimmy-
right, I think.
Did I say it right this
His,
time?
his name is Jimmy Gnawbones. You've met him like half a dozen times.
I know, but from the first time we met him, I swear I just keep calling him Johnny, and that's the first time Jimmy's come out of my mouth first.
Oh,
And he's
gross.
not even around.
I think he left a bigger impact on me than I thought.
Yeah. No, it's better that he doesn't hear anybody respecting him. He doesn't deserve it.
Do you think there's rats on this ship?
God, I hope not.
Without a doubt, there's some.
Oh. But like rats or like men that are pretending to be rats?
Both.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Certainly. If there's a locust on here, there's definitely some shady rats.
How much of Erdenine did we bring with us?
It just makes me think if there are some eyes of Erdenine aboard the ship, perhaps maybe they could help us do some reconnaissance. It's a really low chance, but maybe.
We could talk to some... Okay. You know, we've talked a lot about getting on board the ship, but now that we're actually here, I feel like we don't necessarily really have a plan. So what are our objectives while we're aboard?
Get to the anchor's chain.
How long is the trip to the anchor's chain?
It's like 3 days. Is that it? We don't even need like 5 days?
5 days?
5
We do need
days?
It is about 600 miles to Kobaris from Erdenine.
Holy crap. We're going to be on this
They-
thing for 5 days.
For 5 days, yeah. Don't you guys see why I wanted the nice ship? Did you think that's an investment now?
Actually, yeah, what we paid for 5 nights is kind of...
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. So, I mean, I guess we have 5 days to gather some info on this place, on the anchor's chain.
Okay. Amala Berthold is on board, so I'm going to be acting rich and privileged, as is my way. That's really my only consideration, is, you know, nobody calling me the wrong name in front of Amala, because I might want to preserve that connection.
I'll tell you right now, don't remember the other one.
And yet you were so bothered that I had it. Doesn't that just go to show you stuff?
We're both trying here.
Actually, you're very bad with names, Glimki.
I remembered Jimmy Gnawbones.
Yeah, that's true. I'll just have to tell you my secret identity 5-6 more times, and then maybe you'll get it.
Yeah, over the course of a week, I'll probably stick, yeah.
Don't tell us, because that's counterproductive.
Yeah, this is a good point, yeah. Oh, it's actually great for me that you've forgotten it.
Okay, so you're going to go rub shoulders with the Berthold, right?
We're gonna hang out, yeah.
Okay, Clay, what should we do?
You have a book about the Anchor's Chain, right? Should we look
I
at
do.
a map of it and figure out where we're going, where the prince
Yeah,
is?
we could spend some time studying that. Okay, so we want to study this book.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess since we're on the boat with the people that are round earthers, right?
So, to your knowledge, there are some. Well, there's at least one individual, Kent, who is very clearly a round Zaver. You are not sure how many others on the boat are headed to this destination because it is going to Kobaris, but then it is continuing on to Sarposin, which is a city on the mainland afterwards.
So it's not like a whole boat around Zavras.
No, it is
thought it
a
was their
chartered
boat.
vessel where they have some rooms reserved, but they do not own the ship.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
So the captain might be like a normal dude.
Okay,
could,
well,
like,
we could rub
talk to
shoulders
some
with
people.
the staff,
Yeah.
yeah, and see how
these
they
people
feel
are going
about
to
this.
the Anchor's Chain. They might know things.
Yeah, true.
Could also maybe keep a watch or something for the Locust guy.
Yeah.
Investigate that.
Yeah, what if he's on board? Like, should we be... Oh, I have a plan, but you're not going to like it. He's a servant of the Lord of Quiet. Do you know who isn't quiet? Us as a unit. You would think that a man who serves the Lord of Quiet would dislike noise. Let's just go, like, shout at people and see who gets irate.
I feel like you're taking his name a little too literally.
No, the Lord of... That's why everything was so quiet about him. The point of the Lord of Quiet is literally that the universe is noisy and he wants to silence it. I feel like not liking noise is like the shtick.
So you just want to go shout in people's faces.
Yeah, let me exemplify.
Is he noise canceling though? Like if we make a lot of noise, can he just cancel it out?
Well, that would be that would still prove my point.
We would know he was here if it suddenly got quiet, I guess.
Yes. Ooh,
Oh my
yes.
gosh, karaoke?
Clay, I was just going to yell at people, but you have turned this into something beautiful. Tonight, on deck karaoke.
So we're trying to flip this ship into a party boat.
Into a party boat. Yes. As noisy as possible. Yes.
Interesting.
Yes.
I feel like this might be a challenge to get everybody on board, but
Never come to a Faunalyn party, have you?
yeah. You know what? To be honest, maybe we could break a few things up. Faunalyn, if you take the lead on spurring this party notion around, like get the
Absolutely.
royals involved and make it feel exclusive and kind of sexy,
Hundo
I'll
people.
go track down the ship manifest. And then if we have everybody on the deck, we can see who should belong here or not.
Oh, that's so good. And creepy and good. I love it. Okay, what's Clay doing? Clay, are you living up the party with me? What are you doing?
Yeah, I guess I'll go with one of you.
I mean, karaoke was your idea.
I'll go, see what kind of events are going on, see if I can get people interested in karaoke.
Let's do it.
Every good party needs a name.
Okay. Rowdy, something noisy. Something about noise.
Okay, here it is. You're going to go around and you're going to introduce yourself as the Lord of Party and see if that pisses somebody off.
The Lord of Party! Clay is the Lord of Party.
Oh my gosh, I'm the Lord of Party.
Yep.
Yep, Clay is
Okay.
the Lord of Party.
Let's do this.
Hands in, folks.
Okay. Rump is / Lord of Party on 3.
Are we doing blood, spit, or piss again, or no?
Clay,
Pisser's choice.
I spit in my hand.
piss in mine.
I bash my face on the deck until my nose bleeds. And I wipe it out with my nose. Right up with my hand.
This is the best plan we've ever had. So let's do this. Let's do it.
Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, rumpus.
Rumpus!
Rumpus.
Hey, assholes! Do you want to come to a party with the Lord of Parties? I direct that at random nobles above board.
Yeah, you show that out at the nearest person, and it is not a noble. They're not dressed like, the boat's expensive. They're not dressed broke, but they definitely don't give off noble energy, but they're dressed fine. It is this large half-orc individual with these thick arms, and you see several tattoos on his neck and on his knuckles. And he turns to look at you and says, "Hell yeah, I love to party!
Yeah! Hell yeah, invite everybody cool.
My name's Ruckus Perez.
Ruckus Perez?
You know why they call me that?
Because you're Spanish?
Because I always bring the Perez." And then he bumps his fists together, and you see he has Ruckus Perez written on his knuckles, but Ruckus doesn't fit on 4 knuckles, so it's kind of just squished onto the last one.
That's fucking awesome.
Hell yeah,
Amazing.
Mr. Perez. Have you met my friend, the Lord of Parties?
I don't think so.
Well, now you have.
I guess you're right. Looks like I'm stupid.
No, I think you can be the Duke of Parties.
Any good titles?
No thanks. I hate the nobility. Kind of a man of the people.
Whoa. You can be a nobility and a person of the people.
Nah, I think nobles suck. If I found a noble on the ship, I'd probably throw him off.
You wouldn't survive the weight of my wallet, bitch.
Ha! All right. You seem okay. Hope you don't turn out to be a noble.
I'm literally a noble. My blood is literally blue.
She means that she's a noble like the Lord of Party. It's just a fun thing. She's the noble of nightlife.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. Anyway, my mom says I'm getting to be too much of an asshole, so she's sending me to this Jarareth Learning Center to become a man of science.
Science?
Ruckus Perez!
Okay, hell yeah.
And he runs off.
Party.
Glimki walks up to Faunalyn and goes, "Get your head in the game."
My head is in the game.
That guy clearly said, "I'm gonna kill a noble," and you're like, "I am a noble. Just party, think party."
Being rich is almost always a good thing in almost every scenario. How was I supposed to know that being on the rich person boat, it wasn't good to be a rich person?
When
that
he
feels
said
like
to
a
you
trick.
with his mouth that he hates nobles, that was the clue.
Well, starting a fight between the nobles and the not nobles would also cause big...
It's day one. It's day one.
Starting a class
It's
war?
day one. It's day one. Guys, it's day one.
Class war is day 2, day 3.
Yeah, post day 3.
Okay, if partying doesn't work, we go to war.
Okay, yeah.
Plan
We'll
B.
sow the seeds of dissidence.
First we party. Second we class warfare. 3 we get to the anchor exchange.
Yeah, revolution.
I like this plan, yes.
You're not gonna like it on day 3.
I think these are going well, though. Don't you?
You got one party
We
guest.
met one guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy's coming to
Yeah,
the
so
party.
good luck. I'm gonna go find the manifest.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, assholes! You want to come to a party?
And we follow Glimki as he goes searching for the ship's manifest. Do you have a specific direction in mind, or are you just wandering?
Oh, I'll walk over to wherever the captain's quarters is and just...
Yeah, you go bap, 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 and the door opens, and you see a dwarf woman. She's a little bit taller than you. She's got salt and pepper hair, and you can see past her. There's this large desk with a captain's hat placed upon it. She's got a pipe hanging out of her mouth. She says, "The head's that way."
Thank you. No, I was just looking for the captain or first mate or anybody who is on the crew. Just had some questions.
Well, you found her, so what can I do you for?
Well, I've got word of a party that's happening tonight, and I just want to make sure no one's getting left out, so I wanted to make sure that you were invited. And I wanted to make sure all the guests were invited. And we have this whole thing where we want to introduce everybody when they come in. But here's the thing. I don't know everybody's names. So I was just thinking if I could just get a quick peek at, I don't know, ship manifest or something. I could just like stand by the entrance, and when people come in, I just like announce their presence.
Hey, well, isn't that nice of you? So tell me, what's your name, boy?
Glimki Treefellow.
Zoralo Depthsbane.
Oh, that is a strong name.
I don't give the manifest out for free, but what's the harm in a little partying? You're not with them science deniers, are you?
Science deniers or the science promoters?
You're not answering the question. Are you with them round Zavers?
Absolutely no. No. How would you sail a ship on a round planet? That doesn't make any sense. I'm sure you would attest to that.
It doesn't make a lick of sense. I've been to every corner of the Elseween Sea. If it wrapped around, it would maybe help me out. I haven't really thought about it too much.
All the water would just slough off the bottom.
Indeed. That is what I've been saying.
It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense. Come on in. And she pulls open her desk and takes out this ledger, and she flips through, and you see there's just like years and years worth of entries, and eventually she gets to the most recent one, and there's probably 36 or so names. It's about a 50-50 split, crew and passenger.
Oh, okay. And that's all clearly stated on there? Like the crew and passengers?
Aye. Little C next to them is crew.
Oh, okay. That's easy enough. All right. Well, if you don't mind, we're it's your ship. We were just thinking this would be a little nice community thing. First night, we can mingle, get to know each other. Do you have any rules of engagement here for us? We're like hoping to get a little rowdy, if you know what I mean. Get loud, have a good time, break the ice.
Breaking the ice is fine, just as long as you don't break the ship.
Oh.
And at that moment, you hear from like down the hall, you'll say you like went down below decks to get to the captain's quarters. You hear coming just like stomping footsteps running towards you. Captain! Hi, what is it, Genjam? You turn around to see this lanky human man. He seems young, maybe 19 or 20. He's got bushy orange hair and a hat that sticks up on top of it all. He's wearing a crisp white uniform, and he's got these thick glasses, and he snaps to attention, throws up the crispest salute you've ever seen. Captain, somebody tore the sail!
Oh, no.
Already, huh?
Day one.
Genjam Fruck, why weren't you watching the sails? Well, Captain, I was watching the wheel because I was steering the ship. Excuses. You'll never be captain at this rate, first mate Fruck. She turns back to look at you. As long as there's no further damage to the ship, then I don't see a problem with you putting together a shindig. You're welcome to use the ship's bar. I'm sure Pham Chwal would be happy for the company and the business. So, feel free.
Right.
As for the manifest, I'd prefer if you merely made a copy, did not take it with you.
Sure. And just a question. Jim Jam?
Genjam Fruck, sir!
I don't know how much free time you have.
Not a lick, sir!
Okay, well, I would just, after I copy this down, I was just wondering if I come grab you, you could give me a quick tour of the ship, just help me get a layout, maybe help me identify some of the people on this list.
Okay, sir. I'll have to eat dinner late and I won't get any sleep tonight, but I can make extra time for you, sir. No problem.
Wow.
Genjam, if you keep complaining about employment-related abuses, you're not going to be captain. Sorry, sir.
It won't take long. I just a quick moment of your time when we're ready. But get back to your duties, sir. I don't want to distract you any further.
Yes, sir. I will go repair the ship, sir. And he goes dun, 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 running off.
Captain?
Aye.
Do you mind if I just use your desk to make a copy?
By all means.
Sweet. Thank you. Honestly, this is incredibly accommodating. I don't know what I expected when I walked in here. I was a little worried because of throwing a party, but wow.
I'll be honest with you. I've been doing this for about 140 years. I'm pretty checked out.
Oh. Fair enough.
As long as the ship remains intact, there's not much that phases me these days.
Well, that's good to hear, because then you'll probably be very calm if there's ever something threatening our ship, right? Nothing phases you anymore.
I've seen it all.
Mutiny?
3 of them. This month alone.
That's crazy.
The crew often gets mad at my abuses.
Well, Jim Jum seems to be faring okay so far.
Yeah, that's what we in the business call Stockholm Syndrome.
Got it. And yeah, he doesn't seem like the type to raise an army or start a mutiny.
Nah, boy couldn't start something funny.
I hear you. I hear you there. That was something funny. All right. Well, I'll get to copying this list. Thank you again for your accommodations.
Ain't nothing but a thing. I'm just going to stand over here in the corner, given this is my chambers, and I don't intend on leaving you alone in them. But feel free to copy away, and I'll ignore you if you ignore me.
Okay, that's fair. This might take a little bit.
Aye, not a problem.
Okay.
Da-da-da! And we cut aboard the deck of the ship as the distant sound of Ruckus Perez disappears off into the 1:09 p.m. breeze. Clay and Faunalyn, what are you doing?
Are there like other people on this ship, like crowds or anything, activities?
There's a lot going on. There are crew running about, pulling on lines, adjusting sails. You see this ginger man with poofy hair and a hat that sticks up on top of it, climbing up with a thread and needle and start stitching, and he nearly falls off, but manages to hang on with like a single pinky and pulls himself back into position and finishes repairing the sail. There are a handful of passengers along the side of the ship looking out as you sail around and up the coast away from the city. You look around and you see at the bow of the ship there is a gnome in fine robes who is holding the hips of a large man who is got his arms spread out.
Aww.
And after a minute they turn around, and Faunalyn, you don't recognize the gnome, but you do recognize the man. And he remains the hottest individual you have ever seen, with cheekbones that could probably cut diamonds. And you see it is Earl Asfull of Crastix.
Earl Asfull! Hi!
Lady Vaydark, what are you doing here?
I'm on my way to the Anchor's Chain for, this and that. Cool person stuff. What are you doing?
Oh, cool. I'm actually from Sarposen, so I'm just catching a ship back home,
That's so gnarly.
What's gnarly?
Okay, never mind. It's so fun that you're here because I've heard that you know how to party, and we're having a little party tonight on the ship. We're gonna get rowdy.
All right. And Cilantro, you don't know his name is Cilantro, but this gnome, his eyes bulge out wide, and he says, no. And you watch as Asphalt takes both of his sleeves and just rips them off. And his arms are exposed. They're huge. He's peak human form.
And have you met the Lord of Party? And I walk up to Clay and I grab their sleeve and I rip it off.
Clay flexes her arms.
He curtsies and says, good to meet you, my lord.
Yeah, nice to meet you too, Lord Ass full of crust.
Yeah.
Yeah. You like to party?
Yeah, I like to party, but like in moderation. Because I think my body's a temple, and I don't want to squander the gift I've been given by the gods.
Sure.
Okay, well, the temple's getting desecrated tonight, baby. We're doing shots. We're doing mostly shots. We're doing almost all shots because I don't know if anybody has any illegal substances on board. But mostly we're doing a lot of shots, and maybe we'll drink seawater if we're feeling really crazy. This is the Lord of Party here. This is a once-in-a-lifetime experience to get truly and mythically blasted with a god.
Yeah. Let's dance and play music.
Yes!
I bet you're really good at dancing.
I'm sorry, is this a god or a lord? Because it seemed like it was lord as in like a noble title, but I'm sorry, are you a deity? Says the small, well-dressed gnome beneath you.
Don't worry. No, you did good voice work. We knew who was talking. Don't worry, there's room for P-dance in the Lord's court as well, okay? And maybe you will choose to take a knee and bow, offer yourself at the altar of epic parties that the Lord of Party presents.
Take a knee and scuff these trousers? I don't think so.
Okay, well, wear something you don't like tonight because you're going to be blasted and probably doing cartwheels or something.
Unlike some people, I value all of my clothes. and if it doesn't spark joy, I don't keep it.
You know what? Don't come. Don't come. I think maybe you don't come.
Or you come and you wear your most fantastic outfit, and it will get its time to shine.
Could I have Clay and Faunalyn each make competing persuasion checks?
Competing? This is good cop, bad cop.
I rolled not that great for once, but I'm really persuasive.
How many times do you get to say that before you just start? You've just been rolling like an average human being with some high and some low.
I got a 16, Clay, so...
I've got a 15, which I don't know what that means for this roll.
15 total?
Yeah.
Oh.
15.
Well, he looks at you, Clay. It sounds like it would have been maybe fun to dress up and have a good time, but I guess I won't come. And he looks at you, Faunalyn.
I like elbow Faunalyn, like change your...
No, you should really come. I really want to see your cool outfits. But then maybe just don't do the thing where you talk about how everyone else is stupid compared to you. Really, only so many people can do that on a podcast before it gets annoying. And that's kind of my whole shtick. So...
Well, while we're asking for favors from each other, please don't tell the Lord Assful of Crassticks to drink salt water, because between you and me, and he cups his hands over his mouth and speaks at the exact same volume, he will take you literally and probably die. So don't do that.
Okay, we'll stick to shots. My God.
Great. I'll see you there.
Awesome.
So glad.
See you there.
But Asphul, I am excited to see you.
Yeah.
Do those pants, I'm just curious, are they versatile? Do they become shorts?
They're tearaways. And he rips them, and they're not tearaways. He just creates like one like long rip that kind of goes from cuff to hip.
Yay! Cool.
I feel like I owe you an apology because I heard you almost died after the party, and I didn't come see you because I didn't know where you live.
Oh, you were thinking of coming to see me?
Yeah, like a good neighbor sort of vibes, you know?
Yeah, that's really nice. Thank you.
I'm kind of really considerate like that.
No, I could tell. Do you know, actually, nobody really came to see me.
Oh. Well, great minds think alike, I suppose.
Yeah, well, maybe everybody was thinking of coming to see me and then didn't know where I lived.
You should probably tell more people where you live in the future if you're going to get yourself nearly killed after a party.
I'll take that note, Asphul. I will. I'm going to take that to the bank and I'm going to deposit it.
Nice.
Nice.
I get that, because I also work in money.
Yes, rich people. Oh, the party is going to be like really noble vibes. You know what I mean? There's going to be a lot of nobility. Feel free to talk about how you're nobility. just like really rub it in people's faces. The theme is gauche. Nouveau gauche.
That's the only vo I do.
Yeah, yeah.
Asphul! And he runs off.
That went well.
I will say, Glimki, you set about copying down the manifest. Clay and Faunalyn, you go around introducing yourselves to various passengers on the ship. And for this first day of travel, I need everybody to roll a d12.
I got a 6.
Oh, I got a 12 on the D12.
Oh, sheesh.
I have a feeling it's not good in this situation.
You drink 12 gallons of seawater.
I got an 8.
For each day of travel, this has been the first time you've really gone on an extended journey outside the city. The last trip was a single day walking to the ambush point when you left the city so many episodes ago. But for each day of travel, I will have each of you roll a d12. I will also roll a d12. And if any of your numbers match mine, it will trigger a random encounter.
Fun.
The sun begins to burn bright above, starts to glow that rich red as supernova approaches, and as it threatens to burst for the day, to usher in night, you hear a voice projected out throughout the ship. It says,
"Welcome aboard, passengers, to Vigilant. We'll be taking you throughout the anchor's chain, and by that I mean we'll be taking you to Carbaris with journeys onward to Sarposen. For those of you who are traveling with us for the first time, I am your captain, Zervola Depthbane, and dinner will be served in 10 minutes' time in the dining hall, should you wish to join us. Should you not, guess you aren't eating tonight, because there's not really a cafeteria. Anyway, enjoy."
Okay, dinner, I guess.
Would Glimki have been able to like chat it up with the captain before dinner time? Like while we're ripping along or while I'm copying over the names?
Sure.
Because I really want to just hear some sort of story that she might have about the sea.
Sure.
So, yeah, Glimke's like, as he's like scribbling down the names, it's like just characters, no names are happening. He's just like writing letter after letter. Wants to address the captain. Hey, you said that nothing will faze you. You've obviously been through a lot. What's like I don't know, what's the craziest thing that's happened to you at sea? Have you ever seen the Kraken?
I've seen a kraken or two in my day.
Wow. That's it? You've seen a kraken or two? Wow.
You see one kraken, you've seen them all. You see two kraken. It's kind of just an inconvenience at that point.
Oh. So what do you think's the thing that really put you over the edge, you know? Took the edge off the whole sea thing, really solidified your sea legs.
She doesn't say anything for about 5 minutes.
I'm still writing names, so it's all good.
Well, I suppose. It was sometime after that second kraken. Ship sprung a leak. And it went down. And I thought I was a goner because never learned to swim. And as I was fading into the briny depths, I heard a voice cry out to me. And it turned out to be a beautiful merman. And he gave me some concoction made of seaweed and pixie dust, and I was able to breathe under the water. And he took me down into the depths and brought me to his village and nursed me back to health and helped me plan a mass funeral for me crew. They're all buried down there now next to his house. Didn't have enough pixie dust for all of them, you see. And we started a brief and turbulent love affair, you see, because turns out he just wanted me to bring him back to the surface and build an aquarium and let him live with me in my home. And I wasn't really looking for that, you see. I was kind of looking for some physical intimacy, but not really a long-term commitment. And so we fought a bit, and at times we'd push each other away, and at other times we'd bring each other back into each other's embrace and make up for it with all passionate kisses and sex, as one does. And it was a good life. And then one day he choked on breakfast, and I figured, well, enough's enough, and may as well get back to work. So I swam back up to the surface and got myself a new boat, and, well, that's been another 80 or so years of monotony since then, really.
Wow. That's... You should write a book.
I never learned how to read or write.
Well, I could show you a few letters if you watch me copy them over this list.
Well, all right, I'd like to recant my statement. I know the letter C because I know that means crew. But beyond that, I don't know a single letter nor a single number.
I don't believe you. I think you're playing into it a little bit.
No, really, write me something. Write down a secret that you've never told anyone. And I won't even be able to read it.
You see, right there. That's what makes me think otherwise. You know, hey, Captain, I don't want to read between the lines, but do you ever think that you continue to sail without the fear of death or submerging because you're looking for that lost love that got away at the bottom of the ocean?
I suppose on a certain level, I've never really considered it, but I do think probably if it were to happen again, then my love would come back for me, and, well, we'd be back in that endless cycle of death and rebirth, much like the sun above. But like I said, I've never really given it much thought.
I think you should. And Glimki keeps writing names down.
She pulls out this little device and reads off a message to the ship inviting everyone to dinner. And she says, "Good Lord, it's been like 6 hours. You've been writing that long."
There's a lot of names on here. There's
like 36, not that I know numbers or letters.
3 dozen names.
No, there's 36. That's not 3 dozen, first off. And second off,
3 dozen is... Wait, you don't... 3 dozen is 36.
You're averaging a name every 10 minutes. Not that I know maths, but...
Hey, coming from a person who doesn't know how to read or write, this is a lot of letters. And if you look at the names, each of them has different letters that I have to put in the right order.
Okay, sure, but that Dutaru Natu, Kentithicon, it's not that hard. See, not that I know how to read, but...
What?
Anyway, finish up your work. Let's go to dinner.
God damn.
You're eating with me.
That's fair. I want to hear more about this merman.
Ah, he was difficult, but sometimes sensual.
I can tell.
Let's see. Da-da! We cut to Glimki at a dinner table with just like eyes like way too big. Having been subjected to a story you wish you could unhear.
Oh, I'm so into it.
And Clay and Faunalyn, the two of you are at your own table looking around at Glimki, who's eating with the captain, and you don't know why. But Amala is at the table with you.
What do you guys think they're talking? You don't think they're talking about me, right? He looks really horrified, and he often makes that face when he's talking to me. Somebody just go up there and find out what they're talking about.
Well, you'll come back and tell us, right? Because
He'd tell us if he's talking mad shit. He'd tell us, you think?
no, but I feel like he would be like talking about the manifesto of the ship, like the manifest.
Did you say manifesto?
Yeah, I said manifesto. I was like, that's not right.
I want to find the captain's manifesto because I feel
Yeah,
like it's going to be spicy.
And we're all gonna die.
Life is about two things: sea and sex.
We were in an endless
Both of
cycle
which
of
are
death and
better
rebirth.
when they happen at the same time.
Whoa. I think you're really adopting this captain into yourself. Wow. Amala, were you going to say something?
Oh, who can remember, dear?
Are you coming to the party tonight?
There's a party.
Look, I'm just going to be honest with you. I've become quite good buddies with my good friend Flora Fauna here, and I've learned throughout
Who's
the course of
Flora
our...
Fauna?
Right here. Your employee, now my employee, formerly your employee.
I'm sorry, dear. It doesn't ring a
I-
bell.
Don't worry about it. This is Flora Fauna,
Pleasure to meet you, Lady Amala Berthold.
Nice to meet you.
also known as the Lord of Parties. Lord of Parties.
Yes, I'm Lord of Party. Lord of Party.
There's only one lord that I recognize, and he doesn't dress like that.
Which lord do you recognize, Amala?
God of wine.
Oh, you crazy bacchanalian. Anyway, come to the party and drink a ton and get crazy.
Sold?
Cool.
What's for dinner? That's my question. What are we eating?
Clay
Thank
slams two fists on the table. What's for dinner? A familiar-looking ginger man runs up with just a stack of plates and starts slamming them down. Sorry, sir, for the delay, sir. We have fresh venison prepared by Chef Verona Gerlardi. Hope you enjoy. It's the last land-based meal you'll have for the next 4 days.
Thank you.
I'm not at your table, sir.
Oh,
Oh my god, he is talking about us. Oh my god, he's obsessed with us. Look, he's eavesdropping.
I thought it was like one big long table.
No, it's pockets of tables.
How big is this boat?
Big enough.
God damn.
Are there 36 people in this room?
No, there's a good number. You see, there's probably like 15 or so people that appear to be passengers. You see Asphalt and Cilantro at a nearby table. You see Ruckus Perez and another half orc, and they are playing bloody knuckles with each other while they're waiting for food to be delivered. You see this younger woman. She appears to be almost like maybe like a teenager sitting in a corner, and she's got a little journal and she's writing notes. You see this older looking minotaur man with bushy white sideburns, and he's sitting at a table by himself and slurping some soup.
That's the name of the movie.
What did the captain use to make her announcement earlier? Is there like a PA system, like a announcement system over the ship?
There is. You see that there's little speakers kind of scattered throughout various corners of the ship.
Cool. Can I locate one and make an announcement?
What do you say?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome aboard the Vigilant. This is your Lord of Party speaking. Woo! Woo! There will be a party on the deck this evening.
Clay and Glimki, you realize that Clay is speaking into the speaker. It is not projecting any noise.
I cast thaumaturgy.
Nice.
Perfect. Yeah, you smack it a couple times. It doesn't appear to be working. You cast thaumaturgy, and there's
Yep.
mic distortion, and then the announcement kicks off.
My voice booms. Yeah. So everyone hears this announcement.
Party on the top deck tonight. Be there or be uncool and boring.
Nice. Hell yeah, Lord of Parties!
Woo!
Hell yeah, Rockus Perez!
Bring the Perez.
I always do!
Yeah, and then I sit down and eat.
Perfect. Yeah. So dinner proceeds for a little while, and before long, it's party time, baby.
Oh yeah! You got to give us a getting ready montage and talk about our outfits.
I don't have to do anything, for the record.
Jordan loves talking about an outfit. Come on.
I don't have to do a damn thing, but I would love to hear what you're wearing.
Well, I think it would be fun to put one of my big wigs on Clay, if Clay wants to wear it, and do like a feather boa thing. I think that would be fun.
Glimki's also wearing a tall wig.
Is Glimki also wearing a tall wig?
We all borrow wigs from you.
I honestly think it would be funny if you guys were both getting ready and you are looking for me and you see me still with the captain and I'm going, okay, so after the third time the merman proposed.
Well, so that's the thing about proposals. Bad things come in threes. So I said, try for 4, Bucky boy. And he said, I will, as long as I don't choke on breakfast tomorrow.
Dang. So it was almost meant to be with you two. If he made it to the fourth time.
Who can say? I mean, young love.
Glimki, how do you feel about a smoky eye?
Smoky.
Sorry, I'm interrupting something.
Captain, these are my friends, the Lord of Party and Faunalyn Vaydark.
I know you've told me all about them.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I've just been so distracted with this beautiful story about this lost love. Faunalyn, honestly, I feel like you would be obsessed with this.
What did he say? He's told you all about us. What did he say?
Well, first off, I'm a beautiful woman, in case you hadn't noticed. Second off...
What did Glimki say about us?
You were talking about Glimki. I see. My apologies. I thought you were saying I was the man, but it's Glimki who's the man.
No, yeah, you're a beautiful woman. That's not in question.
Clearly.
I'm not on the market.
Clearly.
Back off, Missy. I'm, my heart's taken by the sea and a guy who died. I wouldn't say left me brokenhearted, but,
what is going on here?
Little numb.
I'm sorry, Glimki, catch me up immediately. I sit down.
I think the captain was in love with the merman, but was refusing to admit it because she's covered herself with like a jaded seafaring person's nature.
Aye, that's entirely it.
And then lost them over, it seems to be a breakfast sausage. I could be mistaken. And yeah, now they live their life on the sea, hoping to get a glimpse of that same love again.
Now, see, that was the problem.
Oh
if it had been a breakfast sausage, he might have been able to force it down, but he ate a full sizer, and kielbasa really just clogged up the old windpipe.
Damn. So yeah, we're getting close. Oh, also, and Glimki pulls the manifest copy out of his shirt. You'll be needing this. Also, go grab Jim Jam. He'll help point out who's who on the manifest. Or Jim Jim.
The table thumps and... Oh! Right here, sir! Never far afield!
Jim Jim, this is the Lord of Party and Faunalyn Vaydark.
Pleasure to meet you, my lord.
Hi.
Jim Fruck at your service.
They're going to be hosting the party tonight. They could use some help pointing out the who's who and the what's what.
Okay.
Yeah, what's the best place to set up this party?
Probably the bar, sir.
Okay. Lead the way.
Yes, sir.
I will be right behind you guys. I just have one more question for the captain.
For the third time, I'm not interested.
Glimki, you dog.
Try 4 times. Fourth time.
No, see, you're completely... Sorry, you're completely missing the context here. You're completely missing the context. I just want to write her book.
No, come to the party, Captain. I think everyone wants to hear this story.
Oh, it's a story that I hate telling. Every time I do, it sends me into a deep depression, and I have a hard time clawing my way back out. In a way, it's like returning to the sea, where my lover waits for me, so in a way, it's comforting despite the pain, but I'll be there. I'll tell the story again.
Awesome.
Woo! Sounds super fun. Quick question. Is there a bard on board? Who's the bard?
Oh my god. It better be telling me Hinkle.
Glimki, you check the manifest. And sure enough.
Yes! That's the name of the movie!
Welcome back to Tarlamy Hinkle.
Wow. Sure enough, you never finished the sentence.
Holy shit.
Fail out of it still.
Sure enough.
Sure enough.
Sure enough what? Sure enough, it's just some guy?
Sure enough.
Sure enough.
Oh, didn't we meet this guy? Is this the bard that we saw?
This is the bard, bro.
This is
Bro.
the bard.
Bro, this is the bard of
I
soup.
mean, for what it's worth, it was almost 20 episodes ago.
It was like episode 1.
Which we're on the 21st episode. That makes sense.
Bring back Strider, man.
Or 22nd episode, I guess.
His name wasn't Strider. It was Fletcher.
I checked the manifest for the name Strider.
No, it does not appear.
Well, but there is a name that just says creepy little pervert.
Oh. we know his name is Glimki Treefellow.
Okay. I haven't shown any perverted behavior yet.
Are our names on the manifest?
They are.
I scratched mine out and put Lord of Party.
Yes.
Perfect.
This is a copy, but that's fine.
It's okay.
I need to talk to the bard. Let's go talk. I need to talk to the bard. I'll be back.
Okay, bring him to the
We
party.
must deal
To the
with
bar
sadness.
later.
Captain, the bard could immortalize your story in a song.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Well,
Maybe not like tonight, but like could be pretty cool.
could be pretty cool.
I could also write the book and change your names.
Why would you do that? Trying to cut me out of the deal?
No. I
It's
just
fine if you are. I wouldn't be able to tell anyway because
you can't read or write. Got it.
But they would hear the song.
No, that's different.
can't hear neither. Real good at reading lips.
Hey, that's you can't read or write, but you can read lips. Jeez.
It's kind of like a vibes-based thing. You might not understand, but when you've been through as much as I have, you
Well,
would.
sorry. How do you spell your name again, just so I can make sure that you're credited properly?
Oh, right. Yeah. It's a Captain Zuralo, Zuralo. Depths Bane.
It's crazy that you can spell that.
Hi, sorry, but well, I don't even know what those letters are. I'm just saying what I've been told those things mean.
Captain Zorello Deathsbane?
Yes, that's right. Depths depths, and then Bane
Deathsbane.
like
Ah.
the
Deathsbane. Got
the
it.
thing. Yeah.
Zoralo. Zed what?
Zuralo.
Got it.
Depths Bane.
Deathsbane story. Just keeping a journal.
Right, of course. We can talk royalties later, but I'm not a legal-minded individual.
Okay, fair enough.
You go searching for a bard?
Telling me?
Yeah.
You go walking below decks, and you walk down the hall, and I would like to point out, just, while the iron's hot, maybe I dropped the ball at breakfast, the dining hall, beautiful. These carpeted floors, this massive crystal chandelier, this huge window. It's near the stern of the ship, so you can just see out at the water trailing behind you. The ships, the hallways carpeted, the wood immaculate, not a hint of rot or weathering. It is a very nice ship. You are spending a lot of money to be here. It is a very nice ship. Anyway, you go walking down this carpeted hallway, the deck slowly swaying beneath you, and you hear the sound of music drifting from behind one of the doors, and you hear a voice, a familiar voice, singing, and he says, Faunalyn did me so wrongalyn. All right, that's all right. Okay, well, now let's see. Where were we? Faunalyn, she's a liar. Someone should kill her with a wire. Maybe a little aggressive.
That's good. Hi, Ptolemy.
Is someone there?
Knock, 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 knock.
The door creaks open like 2 inches. Well, would you look at that?
Look, I came here. Well, it's so good to see you. And honestly,
Not good to see you.
Appointment. Okay, look, I know you're mad. I tried really, really hard to get you into one of those noble houses, but you know something? They don't know true art. They don't recognize art. I was like, he's really good.
I spent a week getting my face shoved into soup pots by angry sailors who
don't like the music that I have brought them. I was promised a seat in a noble house.
I didn't promise. I promised I'd try.
Don't semantics me. I am a wordsmith. I am an artist, and I know bullshit when I see it.
Look, buddy, I tried to get you a job and nobody was hiring an in-house minstrel. And I'm sincerely sorry about that. I'm still looking. I haven't given up, but I will give up if you continue to berate me. I don't really do that.
Give me a deception check.
Well, I like the days when I was rolling really good all the time. That's a 9.
He drops to his knees and like clutches at the hem of your dress. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I've had a very bad week.
A 9?
I will keep my attitude in check. I'm so sorry, my lady.
That's okay. Nothing to apologize for. You know what? I just came here because I found out that the Lord of Parties is hosting a party tonight. And it's literally like, this is an occurrence that will only happen once in the, what's the name of that comment again? The comment that goes by Brimir's comment? No, that's not it. Bargrim's comment will not see another party this exciting because we have the Lord of Parties on board and the Ptolemy Henkel, legendary bard. Basically, we're going to make history tonight.
Well, I can't argue with that. It's nice to be recognized for once for my talents and my abilities, and to think I was going to join a cult just to try and make some money.
I've been saying it, Ptolemy. You're the real deal. You've got it. And I know because I also have it. Very few people do.
Of course. Very few have it.
Now, the playlist is going to be straight fire tonight. Yeah, we're going to get Ballad of Erd the Snapper, right?
Ugh.
We're going to get... No, people like that one. We're going to do all the hits, okay? People want to sing, people want to dance, people want to stomp their feet. And then at the climax of the night, you know that perfect party moment when it's like everyone's most excited, but as soon as that moment ends, everyone's going to want to go home?
Yes, of course.
At the climax of the party, you are going to play a song that you're going to write called The Lord of Quiet Can Choke to Death on My Stinky Noisy Farts, or something like that. I don't know. Something about not caring about the Lord of Quiet and making things really noisy and he can die and you don't care about him and you piss on his grave and he's not a real god. Yeah? Are we vibing still? Yes? You see the vision?
Give me a persuasion roll.
That's a 19 plus a 5 is a 24.
We're gonna get him killed. What happens if he dies? The show ends.
My
He's
God,
got plot armor.
Yeah, Ptolemy Henkel has plot armor. We found him.
Yeah.
We found a loophole.
Keep alive.
This opens up so many possibilities, this realization. We could strap him to our bodies like armor.
Throw him at the Lord of Quiet.
We could keep him in a bag of holding. No oxygen. He can't die.
This just becomes your little Pokemon.
Oh my God.
Exactly. That's why he knows the whole story, because we've been dragging him along in manacles for the whole plot. Oh my God. Okay, anyway.
Okay, so if you don't mind me making some revisions, I feel like thought songs are a bit beneath me, but I can probably come up with something that is equivalently mocking of one of the most dangerous entities in the multiverse. For sure. No problem.
Yes, you are the real deal, my friend. We're going to get you that. You know what? Honestly, though, I kind of think a noble house is too small for you. Like, what I'm thinking is like the king's stage. You know what I mean?
I hear you, but the way things are going, I would settle for any stage that isn't half submerged in water. But I hear you.
Dream bigger.
Well, I dreamed smaller and it didn't come true, so I'm trying to keep expectations in check these days.
But if it didn't work when you dreamed smaller, you should dream bigger. Smaller isn't working.
You know, I can't argue with that.
Uh-huh. Okay! Remember, Lord of Quiet can suck our nads, and we're gonna have a crazy night tonight. Leave out a hat. People will give you tips.
Okay. I'll see you there.
Good night, Ptolemy. See you soon.
Good night. See you soon.
Are you wearing that?
Why?
I don't know. I just wanted a fun transition. Like, oh, we'll talk about outfits now. Hee 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 hee.
We are at the bar.
Yes.
There's lights. There's a disco ball. There's some fog.
Wow.
Can I propose what I've constructed for Clay to wear if Clay's willing to wear it?
Yes, describe it to me.
Okay, thank you. You'll recall 2 facts. Number 1, Faunalyn is in possession of a pretty messed up color-changing gown that got pretty burnt, but theoretically she still has pieces of it. And that was an expensive fabric. And number 2, Faunalyn is a skilled tailor. So you know the stuff Abba wears? Like the unitard, bell-bottom jean, gaudy belted... Thank you. With like the big sleeves. I want to have scrapped together that exact outfit out of one of my dresses and whatever's left of the color changing iridescent fabric for Clay. With like the plunging V and the big ass buckle and the huge bell bottoms and sleeves.
I love it.
This is the Lord of Parties, everybody. If Clay's amenable to wearing that, I just think the Lord of Parties should be decked up.
I feel like the god of parties.
You look like the god of parties.
That's amazing. I love it.
Hell yeah. Any panache you want to add to the outfit, Prima? I'm sorry for describing the outfit for you, but...
I like the idea of wearing one of Faunalyn's wigs also, just to make the whole thing extra grand.
Yes. Absolutely. Throw a feather boa on it. Come on, we got to throw a feather boa on it.
I look fabulous.
Oh, you do. Nobody has ever looked better. Glimki, what do you want to wear? I can sew something up. Do you like the bell bottoms?
Oh, the bell bottoms are slick, for sure.
Yeah. You want to do the bell bottoms? It's like half a princess pant, half a skirt.
Is it back in style to have those like frilly pirate shirts?
It never left and it never will.
Okay.
Oh, yes, I know. Oh, the more frills, the better.
I'm all in on frills.
Faunalyn furiously is sewing in the room up until like the very last minute of the party.
Perfect. Yeah, you pull off a miracle with no fabric, minimal sewing supplies.
Oh, wait. Extra fabric from the sale because they have to prepare it.
Oh my
Isn't it like lime green color too? A lime green.
Okay, no, it's not lime green. It's not lime green. It's a nice seafoam green. It's very subdued, very tasteful.
You're telling me that for my wardrobe, it's hard to cannibalize a dress into a frilly outfit?
Okay, fair enough. You sacrifice a dress.
Thank you.
And the 3 baddest bitches come walking into the bar.
Glimki, have you ever thought of piercing your ears? We could do that really quick. I have a rapier.
Hey, it's only night 1. We'll see how we feel by night 5.
Night 3 with the class war. Let's do it.
Exactly. Yeah, before that, it'll be a good way to keep something. I don't know. Fuck, I've lost myself in the middle of that one.
You want to take it from the top, or are we just going to leave that?
You walk into the bar. No. You walk into the bar, and you see the captain seated on a stool at the bar. There's this beautiful display of various alcohols, various liquor bottles across this wall. It's this beautiful liquor cabinet with this beautiful glass mirror that makes the room look huge. There's this disco ball circling in the middle of it all. The bartender is this middle-aged woman, appears to be in her 40s or so. She's got long black hair that goes down to the bar, and she's got these sharp cheekbones and very fine features. And she says, "Why the long face?" And the captain says, "Well, because of my lover, you see, he drowned when do you call it drowning when you live underwater? He choked on a biscuit or a sausage." Who can remember these days? I don't feel good anymore. Anyway, I'll get you a martini. And she says, "Thanks, fam."
Thanks.
Which is her name, not a colloquialism.
That's even better.
And the 3 of you walk in, and this woman, she turns, but it seems like difficult for her to turn almost. Like it seems like it takes a second for her to like turn to look at you. Kind of her whole body turns to look at you. And she says, "Well, howdy, y'all. What can I get for you? You here for the party?"
Am I here for the party? I am the Lord of Party.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Well, how about that? A real lord in my bar? Well, now I've seen everything.
Not just a lord, my friend, a god.
Wait, are you saying you're a lord as in deity, or a lord as in nobility?
I'm the Lord of Party, which is a special 3rd type of lord.
Right. Okay. I'm not going to think too hard on that because it might melt my brains. But what can I get you for?
Shots.
Yeah.
Can we get that? Can we get the rights to that?
100%.
Okay.
Do you find folks have the all-you-can-drink package as part of the round Zaver thing?
Does the Lord of Party have the all-you-can-drink package? Does the Lord of Party have the all-you-can-drink package? Yeah, I think the Lord of Party has the all-you-can-drink package.
Put it on the Round Zavers tab. Shots for everyone who comes in for the party.
Make a persuasion roll.
Can I assist by being like, yeah, they're super rich and they love the Lord of Parties. Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy.
That's a 17.
I'm sorry, unless I hear directly from that Kentithicon fellow, I can't be authorizing any charges on the Round Zavers tab. If you haven't marked on your tickets that you got the drink package, then that takes care of that. But if you don't, then I'll need to see some cash.
I look at my ticket. We did not pay for the drinks.
Did any of us buy it?
I wanted to so bad, and I was talked out of it. I wanted it so bad.
Well, I didn't think we'd be throwing a party on night one. I didn't think it was 5 days
the drink
on
package
here.
is always worth it. It's always worth it, the all-you-can-drink package.
Go ask Amala if she has the drinks package on her ticket.
Oh, I guarantee. You know what? That's a great point. Hi, what was your name again, bartender?
Fam.
Famchwal.
Fam. Hi. I didn't really catch that. It doesn't matter. We're with Amala Berthold, and she's got the drinks. Don't worry.
Right. The way it works is an all-you-can-drinks package, you can't just pin it all on one person. Kind of defeats the whole point of selling drinks if one of your 20 passengers can buy all you can drink and then everybody drinks for free off that. We would be underwater. The captain's head shoots up and says, "Oh, gods, please, yes."
Seems like your captain is on board with this plan.
Yeah, she loves it.
Yeah.
Come on, let's get sauced.
Glimki says to the captain, "Hey, how often in your 100-year pedigree have you gotten to have a night where everyone is getting together and having a good time? No mutinies, no talk of dead spouses, just hanging out. You make the call."
There was a day back in 79 where things were good.
Bet the wine flowed freely.
Mm-hmm.
Aye, but it's been it's been over a century since then. So,
Captain, been over a century. Come
Let's
on,
get higher than the horns. Come on, once in a century. Let's go.
Once in a century.
Give me a persuasion roll with advantage.
Yes.
Oh my god, 16.
DC 15, maybe.
Fuck it. Who cares? Just drum up some false charges at the end of the voyage. Make them pay
Let's
the
go.
damages.
Holy, put it on the round Zavers. You right? Am I right?
Yeah.
100%. Scientific illiterate bastards. Don't even
Let's
know how to
go.
read a good scientific study. Don't know anything about empirical design. Neither do I, mind ya. Step 1, you have to know how to read, but I never let that stop me.
Yeah, here's to denying gravity.
Doubly a little one. 20 minutes later,
Fuck.
the bar is slowly filling up. There are numerous other folk. Not the whole passenger list, but there's a few crew and maybe 10 passengers or so. Cilantro and Asful show up wearing matching sequined outfits. They look very good together.
Of course they do.
Hey, Asful, do the sleeves come off?
Cilantro immediately just walks back out the bar. He just leaves as the sleeves come off. Yeah, they're tearaways. Everything owns a tearaway. So sleeves come off everything I own.
Nice. Well, we gotta go sport mode tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, sport mode for sure.
I did not say mode. I did not say mode. I said sport
Well-
mode. I did not say mode.
Looks like I'm not the chill guy that I pretend to be. My apologies.
Your name is
glass full of crab sticks, and you're making fun of me?
Aura point lost on this interaction. I will never recover. Faunalyn does 3 shots back to back.
And the party begins in earnest. Not too later, Ptolemy shows up and pulls out this beautiful dulcimer and sits down and starts playing a collection of folk songs one might have heard in 1960s Greenwich Village. We're talking Dylan. We're talking some Joni Mitchell. They're songs you guys have never heard before.
Wow.
But he sings them with confidence. They aren't really party songs. They're kind of toe tappers if you were toe tapping like in a funk.
God dang it.
But he's playing.
Okay.
Glimki, go fix this. He doesn't listen to me.
Early one morning, the sun was shining. I was laying in bed.
Can I cast thaumaturgy again?
Of course.
I want it to be... I'm gonna cast it multiple times. I want like flashing lights.
Yes.
And like a rumble that's kind of like a sick bass beat, like EDM.
Nice.
Nice.
And then
Remixing.
I'm gonna remixing his singing songs.
Oh, nice.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Clay's like dancing up a storm, but it's just you casting spells, trying to like keep all these different audio visual effects going at the same time. Give me a performance check.
I also have minor illusions, so
Yes.
I would like to
that'd
help.
be crazy.
All right.
Like I can add like beating drums in the background.
Amazing. Clay, yeah, you can roll with advantage.
Okay, first roll was better. 15.
15.
Tangled up in blue.
Party's going nuts. Is there anything that you are... I know there is, but as the night is progressing, Ruckus Perez and this other half-orc show up. They start dancing in perfect sync, doing like, you know, combo moves like a couple cousins might pull out at a wedding. They're doing like wheelbarrow shenanigans. And at one point, Ruckus like grabs the other one by the ankles and starts swinging him in a circle. You know, cousin wedding shenanigans. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Can Glimki go talk to Jim?
He is running around with a mop, wiping up spills as they are occurring, which is numerous.
Whoa. Jim.
Sorry, sir. I'll go slower next time, sir.
No, it's not that, but isn't it bad luck to mop the deck after dark?
Sir, I've never heard that one, sir. If that's a thing, I'll be worried about it now. But I wasn't thinking of this
I'm
moment.
pretty sure it's up there with whistling.
There's a problem with whistling?
Stop!
He opens an umbrella.
That one I think is okay, actually.
1 second, and he grabs a ladder and sets it up, and then instead of going up it, he runs underneath it.
Good God, Jim.
Sorry, sir.
Relax for a minute. I just need some help.
Oh, yes, sir. Here to help, sir. What can I do for you, sir?
Can we get a bird's eye view of this?
Yes, sir. And he grabs you under his arm and then runs up the ladder. Holds you out Rafiki style. Is this good, sir?
I need you to take a look at this manifest and look at all of the guests and tell me, I know there's some that aren't up here, but we need to see if there's anybody here that doesn't match a name.
Yes, sir. That's the glass full of crash sticks, sir. That is Ruckus Perez and his brother Tucker Perez. That teenager who should not be drinking is Yaron Tremaine. The bartender's Fam Twal. I think everyone's here who's supposed to be here, sir.
So no one here looks out of place.
No, sir.
Okay, good to know. Keep your eyes peeled for stowaways.
He immediately drops you and grabs his eyelids and pulls them up.
Good God.
You land in a heap on the ground and he says, "Sorry, sir!" And he jumps after you, landing in a heap next to you.
Good. Jim?
Yes, sir!
Take a break. Get a drink.
Not allowed, sir! Captain's orders!
Okay. Well, alright. Take it easy. Get back to work. Don't mop the deck. I'm pretty sure that's bad luck. I read that somewhere.
Yes, sir! I'll go take a look and maybe visit the ship's doctor because my forehead's starting to hurt. Sir!
Okay.
You know, headphone dents that people get? He has, a finger-shaped dent in his forehead.
Good God. Alright. Good luck.
Thank you, sir! Don't need it! He picks up a black cat and goes running off into the hallway.
Oh, there's not supposed to be cats on deck!
Faunalyn's handing out shots, indiscriminately.
Okay, have we lost sight of the mission? Or are we, or is this still the plan?
Clay having created so much noise, didn't we find a locust like at Meech Bluff or whatever, like a dried one?
Yeah.
Do I still have it?
If you want it.
I pull it out. Is it like reacting at all? I'm just gonna do like a general check to see if there's any suspicious activity.
Sure. Give me a perception roll.
That is a 10.
As the crowd is dancing, Ptolemy is singing his little heart out. You glance over at the bar and you see the bartender is sort of like moving backwards, like they aren't turning around. They're moving in a straight line back and forth as they're like doing all their bartending duties. Beyond that, nothing strange.
That's weird. Can I go around her and look at her back?
Sure. You walk around the back of the bar and you see that this woman does not have legs. Well, she does, but she's got 4 of them. Her torso is affixed to the body of a horse with this chestnut sort of fur and this tail, and she is with great difficulty navigating around the bar serving drinks.
Rest in peace. Horses don't do well in this show.
That's so funny.
Okay, cool. I did not know she was part horse.
Is that suspicious? Not really.
Yeah.
Should we be racially profiling this woman? Probably not.
Like, locusts have 6 legs? I don't know. It's not a sign of the Lord Quiet's presence, I guess. What else were we supposed to be doing?
We're just trying to get loud enough to see if we piss off this guy.
Yeah, to see if anybody on board is unhappy with the noise.
All right, let's keep cranking it up. Let's make sure nobody's sleeping below deck.
Who's not at the party?
Yeah, I want to, at some point, somebody should compare the manifest and see who's all on deck and who isn't there. Who didn't come to the party.
So we have that half checked off now. So we have who's present.
Who isn't here?
Any names we recognize?
So, I will say, for purposes of fact-checking the manifest, you drag young Genjum Fruck back into the bar, and you spend like the next hour, like every time someone comes in, you point them out, and you start checking names off the list. By the end of the evening, all but 2 of the passengers are checked off. One is by the name of Svito Wale, and the other one is Ramil Gust.
Goose? You're such a way with names, Zach.
Gust.
And making them so unintuitive.
Thank you.
They do sound fantasy-esque and cool, but they're just never spelled how I would think. For those listening at home, Gust has an H in it.
It's like Ghost with a U.
Okay, sorry. I'm stupid tonight. It's like Ghost with a U!
Okay, Svita Wale and Ramil Gust. Now what? We have these 2 names. We're at the bar shouting right next to each other. Okay, so we have 2 names.
Ghost with a U! It's like Ghost, but with a U!
Just to clarify, about half of the crew are also not checked off. But one might presume that it's because it takes half the crew to sail this ship.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, do we go knock on some doors?
Well, I think I love splitting the party. And I think some of us should stay here and make sure the party's pumping, and I'm happy to do that.
Okay. But you also are the one that, like, has it out to find the Lord of Quiet. I feel like this is kind of your thing. I got you down to 2 names.
Below decks we go! I'll not have my character consistency questioned.
And besides, I have to introduce my business partner to Ptolemy Henkel.
Business partner? What?
Oh yeah, me and the captain, we signed an agreement to get the royalties.
So you're staying here?
Yeah, I gotta see if Ptolemy Henkel wants to turn this thing into a cross-Zav tour.
Okay.
Sorry, are you abandoning the princess thing?
No. This is called a side hustle.
Side hustle?
Yeah, Jim
Sounds
told
terrible.
me about it. His side hustle is sweeping at night.
Sounds like the opposite of wealthy leisure.
Isn't that his, like, main hustle?
See, but he
cleaning the
works
ship that he
all
works
day,
on.
and so his side hustle is also working all night.
And you want that for yourself?
No,
sounds good to you.
I'm finding a much more efficient way of doing it. See, what I'm doing is I'm putting the work onto somebody else whose talents can do the job, and then I just take a cut.
Okay.
See, I'm up here at the top of this business.
This pyramid-shaped business.
Yes, and then what I do is I recruit other people with more abilities to make money, and then the cash will flow upwards. I'm working on it, you know.
Okay. As long as you keep the party going, I'll pass my responsibilities as Lord of Party to you. Yeah.
That's too much responsibility. I can't be a business owner and the Lord of Party.
What's lower than a lord then? One rank. One rank below. Count?
It depends on what kind of peerage we're talking about. Are we talking about a classic elven peerage? Are we talking about a peerage that we might see in Airtonine typical structure? Or are we just talking sort of generic fantasy canon peerage?
Yeah, that last one that you said.
Generic fantasy canon peerage. Oh, beneath the Lord.
Yeah.
But you see, Lord is not necessarily a title. It's more of just kind of a generic address. So let's say you're the king of parties. We're looking at like an archduke.
How do you feel about Archduke of Party?
Sure. I'll keep the music pumping, but I will have to stop it at some point to then try to connect these two, but we'll see how that goes.
Do not stop Ptolemy before his big number. You'll know it when you hear it.
You got it.
Awesome.
Honestly, Clay, we have to be back before the big number comes on, so we have to go.
Okay, let's go.
Hello, adventurer. I'm Lloyd, Dungeon Master of Nat 1 and Done, a Dungeons & Dragons actual play podcast that follows our group in a chaotic blend of traditional D&D play, humorous downtime both in and out of play, and a rich story with amazing players and characters. Join us as we embark on a campaign and some side quests where critical success and failure play an equal part in our story of mystery, danger, romance, intrigue, and a whole lot of fun. We are Nat 1 and Done, and we hope you come along with us on our quest for a good time.
The two of you hurry out and start going door to door and knocking, and eventually you find one with a response. And you hear a voice say, "Come in?"
Ooh, creepy. Hello? Come to us. We're not going in your room.
"No, come in. I'm busy."
Okay, all right. I open the door.
Yeah, too busy to come party? What's going on in here?
You open up. You've been in like your rooms. They're simple staterooms. There's a bed. There's a side table. There's a wash basin, mirror. It's nice, but space is at a premium on any ship, even one such as this. The bedroom has been converted into at first you think a laboratory, and then you realize is some sort of bakery. There is just stacks of bowls. There are bags of flour that are overturned. You see just smears of icing spread across the walls, and you see this half-elf woman. She is short, maybe 4'6", with just this bright cotton candy pink hair, and she is just surrounded in a maelstrom of baking ingredients, and she says, "Hello, come in. Yes, hi. What can I do for you?"
It smells amazing in here. What are you baking?
"Oh, a little bit of everything. I'm trying to find the secret to everlasting life in a cake."
How?
Oh my god.
Wow.
What a zany character we found on this. What a cast of zany characters we found on this ship. You're missing the party.
Yeah, what's your name? Sorry.
Remiel Goost.
Oh, like Ghost with a U?
Hey, fuck you.
Or like Gus with an H.
Yeah, that's more like it.
Okay. Look, Remiel, what's the point in living forever if you never really live? You know what I'm saying? There's a party upstairs, and the God King of parties themselves is here overseeing the party. This is the God King of parties.
There's only one god I'm interested in, ma'am, and it's God's basket. You see, Kobaris is just a stopping point on the journey for me. I'm going to catch another ship out to God's basket after that, and I'm going to get a fruit, and it's going to make me live forever when I put it in a cupcake.
You're literally a One Piece character.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Oh. Okay. You don't respect the
You don't. you don't respect the God King of parties? That's fine. 1 second.
That's right.
I rush Clay from outside the door, and on my way out, I grab a plate and the blanket off their bed, off of Ramil's bed, and I cover Clay in the blanket, and I affix the plate to their face like a mask, but there's a hole, so it's like only their nose is coming out. You see where this is going. This is sick. You guys see where it's going.
Yes.
Yeah! And I push Clay inside, and I go,
I am God's basket.
I'm sorry, you're an island?
You have to listen. Come to the party, or else you will never find the fruit.
Give me an intimidation check.
I rolled a nat 1.
Oh my god.
no!
It didn't work when my mother did it. It's not going to work when you do it. Get out of here. I'm making perfect cake and I'm going to live forever.
Okay, I pull Faunalyn out of the room. I'm like, this person just seems kind of crazy. I don't think they're necessarily suspicious.
And also noisy. So that's good. Let's go find the other person.
Chaotic is good, right? So
Yeah, chaotic is good. Yeah. Sorry about the covering up your beautiful outfit. I was going for a really sick One Piece reference and I don't think it landed, but someone will get it.
I yank the blanket off and reveal your glorious fit again.
Nobody asked what Faunalyn's wearing, but she's wearing one of her gowns, but like ruched up and with no pants underneath, so she just got her gams out.
So basically you're wearing a dress.
Yeah, but it's like short now, so it's different.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's party length. Okay.
Yeah, it's party length. Exactly.
Oh my god. Sport mode.
Sport mode. I could run so fast. I walk super fast to the next door. We're looking for Savito Wale.
Yes?
Savito?
Yes, who's asking?
Mr. Savito Wale? The God King, Lord, Ultimate Supreme Overlord, a long may she reign of parties is here.
Were you sleeping with all the partying happening?
Yes, I'm quite the sound sleeper.
Well, you're awake now. You want to go party?
Almost like someone with noise cancelling abilities.
That's true. Is the room suspiciously quiet?
Well, the door's closed. There's no noise coming out of it other than his speaking.
Can we hear the noise of the party from here?
It's a distant.
Okay. Can we come in?
I'm not interested in whatever you're selling.
Oh, we're not with the round zappers. Don't worry.
You hear the sound of like a creaking bed and footsteps, and the door pops open like a half inch, and you see a sliver of that older Minotaur man from dinner.
Flashback to my memories. Was there any way, physically speaking, that the guy who attacked us that night was Minotaur shaped?
He was big, which could imply Minotaur. He was also wearing a helmet. However, Minotaurs often have horns, and there was no horns sticking out of said helmet.
It's not the guy, Clay. Not the guy. Because how would the helmet get over the horns, you know?
Yeah. But he also could turn himself into a cloud of locusts. So what if he just turned his horns into locusts?
That's a really, really good point. Okay, you old coot. Upstairs we go. We're going to a party.
No, thank you. I'd prefer to keep to myself.
Why?
Because you're made of locusts.
Pardon?
Why are you on this ship?
Yeah, why?
Are you trying to find a fruit?
No.
Trying to kill us?
Trying to live forever? Tell me.
I'm not sure what you're insinuating. I am merely traveling to Sarposen. This was the quickest ship out of Erdenine.
Sarposen? Yeah, never mind. Cut that out.
Wait, I want to see where this is going.
Sarposen. I saw a poussey right here.
Oh my god. Man, that's crazy. That's what we do here, folks. That's what this show's all about.
It's hard work, but someone's got to do it.
And I'm proud of what we do here.
As you stand there accosting this man, he seems to relax a little bit and opens the door a little bit further, and you see he's got the same simple bed chamber as everyone else. However, you do see that there is almost like a mix between a trunk and a briefcase. It would be either a big briefcase or a small trunk, and it is placed upon his bed.
What's in the box, big man?
He closes the door.
Clay?
Oh, you
I stick my foot into the door before he closes it.
Yeah.
Give me a athletics check.
It's only day one on this boat, dude.
Oh, I rolled a 19 on the dice.
Let's go.
20. My foot is so strong, he cannot close this door.
As if the party gambit paid off.
He seems stronger than you were expecting. He is an old man. He slams it with some force, but you stick your foot in there and you wedge your leg in and you hold the door open. And he says, "What is the meaning of this? I just want to be left alone."
Sir, we'll leave you alone if you tell us what's in the box.
Give me a persuasion check.
Faunalyn doing anything to help me because this is not good. 8.
Clay's. let me give him advantage. Clay's very strong, and in fact has god powers as the Lord of Parties. My friend is very strong and has godly powers. I strongly recommend you comply with their requests, which are polite now, but willing to be for long.
Faunalyn, you can make a separate intimidation check.
Mother. I liked when I was rolling really good all the time. That's a 12.
He continues to struggle, trying to shut the door on you. "No, it's none of your business. Leave me alone."
Okay, Clay, use force. And I start throwing my body against the door to try to, bash it open.
We'll bring the party to you if you won't cooperate.
And nobody will hear you scream.
Give me another athletics check with advantage, since the two of you are throwing yourselves at this door.
Okay, 14.
He got a 13.
Oh my god.
And you throw your entire weight at the door, and he stumbles back. "By Jove, this is beyond the pale. Get out!"
I walk to the thing and flip open the box.
You open it up, and you see that it is this trunk is lined with felt that is molded and formed around this glass cube. And you look and you see that it appears to be some sort of glass case, and at its center is a smaller cube that is made of some dark metal that you don't know why, but as you look at it, you just feel a trip of vertigo wash over you.
Whoa.
What the hell is this?
I am transporting it for a friend. It is an artifact of dubious origin, and I have been asked by an associate of mine to move it out of Erdenine, and so that is what I am doing.
What does it do? And I pick it up.
You pick it up. It is not quite a foot to each side, but still pretty big, and it is heavy. And as you look at it, you see that there are other things within the glass. And we'll say you look at the the top of this cube, you see that there's these two balls that are sort of rolling around loose within this side, and as they tip towards the edge, they don't tumble over. They seem to be locked onto this side of the cube. And you turn it over again, and you see that there's just a series of connected pathways. It almost looks like a maze inside of this side of the cube.
Whoa, this is cool. Tell us everything or I'll smash it.
Be my guest.
Who are you delivering this for? Who's your associate?
It is bold of you to assume that you can barge into my room and politely ask for answers, but gosh darn it, there's just something charming about you.
What?
My friend Corvus Bloodmine. He's a priest in Erdenine.
A priest?
Yes, a priest of Karasar.
My friend, I've heard Karasar described as a fickle goddess with a short temper. I assure you, I am much the same. Do you know the Lord of Quiet?
Conceptually?
You don't work for him?
No, of course not. I'm not a devil worshipper.
Inside check. I believe him, but inside check anyway, because I'm doing due diligence as an investigator. That's an 18.
He has been bewildered. He has been angry. He has been frightened in the few minutes that you have interacted with him. That question seems to cut through the confusion, and he seems to answer it very directly and best you can tell, honestly.
I'm done here. I flip the cube to Clay, kind of like a shorthand, little toss.
Okay.
You can ask your questions if you're curious, but I'm gonna go back to the party. Apologies, my friend. We've had a misunderstanding. I'll explain it over breakfast. Have a lovely night. And I head out.
Can I do a religion check or something on the artifact?
100%. Go for it.
Oh, -1 for a cleric. I forget
For
that
a cleric, that's wild.
12.
Clay, you pick it up and you flip it around and you see that each of these sides is different. At the center of it all, there's this dark cube. And as you stare at it, you get that same sense of vertigo, but it's mixed with something else. It's like smelling flowers, but they're on a bed of rotten meat. There's something familiar and pleasant about the sensation, but you also recognize that it is tinged with something ugly and foul beyond that.
Ugh. I toss the artifact back to the guy, to Savito.
He does not catch it, and it slams into the ground and punches through the floor.
Shit.
Doesn't like fall through, but it punches a hole in the floor, and the glass is unaffected, and he reaches down and with some great difficulty he pulls it up and puts it back in the trunk and closes it up.
You keep that thing locked up a bit better, why don't you? Seems like it's not good.
The audacity.
Yeah, and you could have definitely caught that, so the damaged floor is on you, and then I leave.
Damn, the Lord of Party.
And I would ask that you don't...
I close the door on him.
Never mind.
I left early because I was like, oh, I feel like Clay's expressing interest in this NPC and like the surrounding story. I'm gonna like leave them alone because Faunalyn was way too abrasive. Faunalyn has no shot here. And then I love that Clay was like, yeah, and also I hate you too, bye. That's so funny.
She got the ick from whatever that thing is. She doesn't want it.
No, so valid. So valid. Who's this guy? We have a party to be at.
Flowers and rotten meat? No, thank you.
Gross. Not the vibe.
Yeah.
You go back upstairs. Back to the bar.
Faunalyn is up there. She has procured 2 shots, 2 for her and 2 for Clay, and immediately passes them over.
Cool.
I feel like there should be some constitution rolls in here.
Why would you say that, Jordan? Why would you say that?
Because it's funnier.
The shots are flying. Amala is dancing on the bar top.
Oh.
The party is in full swing. At one point, Ruckus Perez walks over, and the two of them start visibly flirting.
No.
Whoa.
Ptolemy then stands up and clears his throat. Now, let's see. Thank you all for coming to my party. I have enjoyed performing for you this evening. My name is Ptolemy Henkel. If any of you are hiring, I am on the market looking for a more permanent engagement. I also do birthday parties and weddings. But I have one last song for you tonight, and it's called Quiet Riot.
Wordplay.
And he sits down and starts plucking away at the dulcimer once more. Lord of Quiet, we will riot. We won't be quiet tonight. Ding, 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 ding. We will fight you and we will smite you with the holy light of noise. Dun, dun, dun. Anyway, I don't have a second verse because I wasn't given a lot of time to write this. Dun, dun, dun.
Lord of Quiet, we will riot.
We will riot.
We don't like you.
We don't
Lord
like you.
of Quiet,
Yes.
we will riot.
Okay.
I smash a plate.
The crowd lukewarmly applauds. There's not really a big reaction.
Save this. We have to save this. Clay, do the thing. Do the thing with the noise. We gotta save this. I also have lights. I cast lights on the crow's nest to be multicolor, like a big
You are
disco
in
ball.
the bar. Okay, fine. You drag everyone out onto the deck of the ship.
Fine, I cast light on the ceiling to make it glow multicolor. A cappella rendition, like a scene from Pitch Perfect.
Okay, and Glimki also
Lord of
uses minor
Quiet.
illusion.
Yes!
What's he illusioning?
Can I create an image of the Locust Knight, but like kind of caricature-y, like a marionette.
Oh,
Like,
love that.
Nice.
100%, yeah. This little X shape, appears in the air with these little strings, and it's like dancing along. No one really gets what that means.
but it's the one that will.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a good sign no one reacting, I guess.
It's kind of giving like soccer crowd chants, where the chant gets picked up. Lord of Quiet,
we will riot.
Well, yeah.
Well.
Come on, let's make Gorjak hear us. Let's scare Pharaohs away.
Woo.
Woo!
Yeah, Ruckus is like, I don't know. Feels like a lot of heavy religious iconography for what's supposed to be a cool night.
Just shut up and bring the Perez.
Yeah.
Yes.
Down with the Lord of Quiet. Nobility sucks.
Nobility sucks, and he's a noble.
There we go. Yeah.
Nice.
As full of crass stick stance episodes. Actually, I'm a noble, and Ruckus Perez immediately jumps on him and drags him out onto the deck of the ship.
Uh-oh.
The crowd swarms out of the bar following, and
Day 2, class warfare.
We're ahead of schedule.
Ruckus says, I'm gonna beat you up, not because you seem like a bad guy, but because I've got morals.
Respect.
And Aswell says, we sound kind of similar, but like different. It's like we could be brothers if we weren't enemies. And Ruckus says, shut up, man. I'm gonna punch you. And as he goes to do so, a sudden geyser bursts out of the water. It catches the moonlight of Golo and Ketchil above, the two moons of Zav, and the stars are kind of sparkling. It's like the sky is full of diamonds. The water, this geyser's massive. It's like 100 feet tall, and it sprays water down upon the ship. And for those of you religiously inclined, it feels like the happiest moment with your god. For those of you that are Faunalyn, it's like diving into a pile of money. It just feels good. It feels refreshing, and you feel like yourselves coming down, not in like an unpleasant crash, but in a sort of, you're in Vegas and you just got an IV in the morning, and the hangover's actually not going to be that bad as a result. On top of that, for the next 24 hours, each of you is effectively under the effects of the Bless spell.
Did we just summon a geyser of holy water by partying super hard? Hey! Oh my god. I'm not religiously. Faunalyn's like 11 shots deep. I'm not like religiously or whatever. Is Clay like actually a god? What?
We're all gods tonight.
Yeah!
I thought the sea was coming to claim the captain back.
Same. Oh, same. 100% same.
I'm just confused. I didn't know what's happening.
Alas, I'm not so lucky.
There's always tomorrow.
Yeah.
Cursed to live. Born to live as well, evidently.
Oh, I gotta introduce you to Ptolemy.
Aye, that you do. I thought this was a book deal, but it sounds like you're trying to make it into a multimedia experience. Not that I know what that is.
I'm doing the book. It's a whole thing.
Okay. The night comes to a slow and comfortable end. No one freaks out. I'd say the three of you, from your various vantage points, despite the excess of shots, do not see anybody visibly react in a way that you would anticipate. And I think you can feel pretty confident that Thayun Zahir, however they may look outside of their armor, does not appear to be amongst the partygoers.
Okay. Well, now we can relax.
Clay would have found some time to pull Glimki aside and tell them about the two other people on the manifest. One's a weird baker person, and the other guy's a follower of Karasar. He's got some weird shit.
Interesting.
Yeah. Weird artifact. But not related to the Lord of Quiet.
Okay, well, that's good. Hopefully we can spend the next 4 days in relative safety as we get over to the Anchor's Chain.
Mm-hmm.
You guys know what this means, right? That's right, I'm here too.
Oh. What does it mean?
It means we can party hard and not worry about getting murdered. Shots for everybody! And her big elven hands have a shot between every single finger.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry, big.
I'd cut you off.
Yeah, she's tall and lanky.
All right, fair enough.
She's got long
big
limbs
hands.
and digits.
I mean, considering Glimki's 3'3", yeah.
Yeah. These are elf-sized shots that I foist. I foist 5 shots upon Glimki and 5 upon Clay. And then I immediately turn around and procure 5 more from somewhere
Okay, I'm
behind me.
definitely gonna need Constitution saving throws.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, lordy.
You can add a D4 from the effects of the geyser.
Oh, yay. The geyser.
I love the geyser. What was up with that?
All right, I got
I got a
14.
12.
14 total.
Clay, if you want to make a religion check. Glimki, if you want to make a religion check.
I can't make a religion check?
Nah, you're not a religious fellow.
Got a 14 on Constitution, 7 on religion.
Okay.
Okay, that's a 14 Constitution and 6 on religion.
Wow.
You are the worst clerics I've ever heard of. Oh, but you have heard of me.
Clay's god is a god of fire, I'm pretty sure. So this water thing, I have no idea what's going on.
She's like, oh, that doesn't
Truly,
seem right.
truly.
Oh, what if it was Glimki's god giving his leaves a little water?
Oh, refreshing.
Aw.
I don't know. Don't know about that. I don't think he's in the mood.
Well, you keep stepping out of line. Faunalyn, what did you get, sorry?
I got a 12.
12. Okay. The night comes to an end. It is a good night. People are in a great mood. It is a great way to start the trip. Everyone seems to be very happy. At least they would be if you saw them in the morning, because most folks don't roll out of bed until well after noon. Breakfast is skipped. Chef Girlardie is very upset.
It's like, I just got that it's like Boyardee.
I also didn't get that.
I didn't get it.
Oh, you're a fool and a half,
Wow,
Zachary. You're a fool
crazy.
and a half.
The three of you awake, maybe not fully immune to the effects of your drinking, but no major ill effects. My weapon for you is barring some outside force, by which I mean life, that crazy thing we call life. Is there anything you're trying to do over the next 5 days? I'm not going to fast forward through it, but if there's no, major things that you're trying to accomplish in the next little bit, then I will move things along at a brisk pace. But if you have stuff you want to do, that's totally okay. Just want to see what the vibe is.
I want to know over the 5 days how far Glimki gets in his business game.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm also invested.
I actually have a plan that might be lucrative in the Anchorage. Do you remember the hit song Toss a Coin to Your Witcher?
Oh my gosh.
That's what we're trying to do here at Ptolemy Glimki Co. Introducing your latest muse, Zeralo Depthsbane.
Wow.
Toss a coin to your captain.
Merman? I don't know.
To your merman, yeah.
Oh.
Except it's not a coin, it's something else. Maybe a coin purse if you're catching my drift.
Hey-oh.
We can deal with that later.
Ptolemy comes to find you, Faunalyn, and says, "Now, I don't think the Lord of Quiet song was a huge success. Like, it went about as good as could be expected for a new song. When you stepped out, I did try the Faunalyn song, and it seemed to do all right. But now that we're friends again, I just want to see what the vibe is. Do you mind if I keep slandering you musically?"
Ptolemy. Ptolemy, I really don't mean to interrupt, but I have to.
Oh, yes, of course.
Sorry, Faunalyn.
Yeah.
I have such good news for you.
Oh, you found me a job?
No.
Oh.
But it could be better and more lucrative. You're a free agent right now, and I don't want to put an end to that because our captain of this ship, Zeralo Deathsbane, could be your next muse. Now, hear me out. People like dishing out, talking shit. People get into that. It's
I'm great
relatable.
at it.
You are. But I think we have an opportunity to tell, I think, an incredible set of stories about a woman captain of this ship who's got, story beats full of adventure, treacherous seafaring, not seen anywhere else on this side of the Elsewhere Ocean. But let me tell you, it goes even deeper than that. Okay, to the depths of the bottom of the sea we are sailing on. Hear me out. Down there lies the story of a beautifully tragic heartbreak. And I'm just thinking both of you should chat, because when we get to the Anchor's Chain, the bars are going to eat this up. I have had a random spark of entrepreneurship. I don't know why. Maybe it's the sea air, but I think if we work together, we could have something big. I'm thinking the next big thing, something akin to toss a coin to your Witcher. I'm sure you're familiar. That's like the pinnacle of your game. You know what I'm talking about? That's like we're trying to chase that dragon.
Right. Well, if this Depths Bane is willing to be amused, then I'm willing to be amused, and in turn amuse audiences around the world.
Glimki pulls out a piece of paper that's signed by himself and Deathsbane that has the rights to the song. Hey, I got the rights right here, baby.
Right. Just real quick, what would be the revenue split on such a endeavor?
Well, you know what? I'm glad you brought that up. We got 4 days to work out the details.
Tremendous. The three of you spend a good deal of time over the next several days inking out a record contract, debating rights. Zoralo has to retell the story from the beginning. Glimki is re-traumatized. It gets worse upon retelling. But yeah, the two of you listen to her and continue hashing out some sort of agreement. While that's happening, could I get another D12 from everybody?
Yeah.
All right. I want to hear this like as a sea shanty. Like someone write this song.
Ooh.
I got a 9.
I also got a 9.
Wow.
I got a
I
12.
have to copy you.
Wow. It is a sunny, warm day. The ocean is swelling beneath you in gentle, rolling waves. It is the first day where you are fully beyond the eye line of the coast. For Glimki, this might not be a new experience. For Faunalyn, this might also not be a new experience. For Clay, I think you have only traveled really between Erdenine and Killik-on-Sea. This would probably be your first time seeing nothing but water. It's a weird experience, maybe not entirely unpleasant though. And the day continues without any incident. It is lunch is served, dinner is served, Chef Gerlardi is brought out. She's this elderly dwarven woman with snow white hair and a big chef's hat, and she serves everyone some delicious girlioli, and it's great.
Lovely.
Clay and Faunalyn, is there anything you try and accomplish? You see many of the people from last night that you met, and even those that you didn't really interact with, hustling about. Everyone who sees you greets you more or less warmly, which is, for Faunalyn especially, probably a new experience given recent events in Erdenine. Everyone's just like good vibes the morning after the party.
Hey, Aspel! Your arms are covered today. I'm not used to seeing that. Is that a tearaway? Or is that one's a tearaway too, right?
This one I call a flex away, and he strains really hard, and his like a vein in his neck like bulges, and it's almost looks like it's going to explode. It's like a baseball, but then he just like, and he chokes it down into his arms, and then the sleeves explode off.
Clay can do that too. Go, Clay, do it. Poke, do it.
I try really hard, but nothing happens.
Clay, give me a Constitution saving throw with a added D4.
Oh, shit.
Hey, we're blessed right now.
No, it's not good. That's a 7.
Oh.
Clay, you pass out.
Oh, no.
Oh no. She's working on it. We'll get there.
You awake to a small gnome in a fine floral romper fanning you, and you wake up. He says, honey, you've got to be more careful. And you have got to stop encouraging him. Please, I am begging you. We are almost out of clothes, and we still have like a week at sea.
Pants in this weather, Asfel? You are a brave man. I would think you'd want the thighs to be out catching sun.
And his pants explode.
Oh.
He
He looks like Conan the Barbarian by the time you're done with him. And Cilantro drags him by the finger below decks to redress him for dinner.
I want to talk to Cilantro.
All right, you follow along.
Do not apologize for me. Ever.
What do you want to talk to Cilantro about?
I say, wow, that's a really cool flex-away outfit you made for the Earl of Crastic. That's really some talent you got for tailoring and like clothes making. So you guys are on the way to Sarposen?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was chiffon. It's fine. Anyway.
Being such a good seamstress, tailor?
Seamster.
Are you planning to stop in Avox to pick up like any fabrics or materials?
Oh, no. We're taking the ship to Cabarrus, and then it's leaving directly from Cabarrus back to Sarposen.
Oh.
Just
okay.
Annoying, but whatever detour, you know?
Cool. Are you familiar with Avox? Since I was thinking of checking that out.
I've never been personally. The Lord Asphalt has preferred to spend his time in Bogatir, but it's interesting from what I've heard. A lot of amazing spices if you're into food. And of course, there's the silks. The silks are to die for. I mean,
yeah, that's what I'm looking to get some silks.
Oh, you simply have to.
Yeah. Do you have any recommendations for vendors or types of silk?
You can't really go wrong if you get something from Kurtuk Frezon. He's sort of a genius. He's this dragonborn, and he mixes ice into the manufacturing process, and it creates the most beautiful patterns.
Wow. Have you worked with his product before?
Yeah. It's hard to get your hands on, but I managed to make a beautiful, beautiful shirt that lasted about 6 hours. It was a record at the time.
Wow. Sturdy materials, I guess. Thanks for the recommendation.
Of course, yeah.
That's all I wanted to ask.
Amazing. The day passes by without major incident. You see more or less everybody at some point or another, either at lunch or dinner. Perhaps you go back to the bar for an evening drink. Most folks you see, with the exception of Savito Wale. He does not seem to make an appearance at any point. But the sun explodes, and the sun is reborn, and day 3 of your journey begins. Could I get another D12 from everybody?
2.
11.
8.
Okay. The day starts off sunny, but it's cooler than the last 2. A last vestige of spring, perhaps, as this cold ocean wind sweeps over you, and you notice, for those of you on deck, it seems to shift in direction slightly, and in response, the ship starts to tack, cutting in and out of the wave, still trying to make headway. It slows you down a little bit, but you get reassurances from the captain that this shouldn't affect your progress in a significant fashion. You should still manage to make it on time, more or less, a couple more days at sea ahead of you. Any business? Old business? New business?
I'm hanging out with Amala. I'm hanging out with Clay and Glimki. I think Faunalyn, when she was drunk at the party, woke up with the memory that Glimki and the captain made out, and she keeps being like, spending a lot of time with the cap. I saw you two being very chummy. It's okay. You look good together.
I don't remember that.
No, I know you were very drunk, but I was very much less drunk, and I saw it.
You probably just thought you saw something because we've been getting close over the music that we're writing with Ptolemy, you know?
Yeah, you've been getting very close. I know I saw it at the party. You got very close.
Faunalyn's trying to give Glimki anxiety.
Faunalyn really believes she saw it.
Glimki believes she saw it.
Okay, I think at some point Faunalyn would meander downstairs and try to talk to Svito a little bit.
Sure.
Clay would try to do a wellness check if she hasn't seen him for a full day.
Yeah, we could go downstairs and go do a wellness check together.
After lunch of the third day, you have not seen him at breakfast nor lunch yet again. The two of you venture down beneath decks, down this long carpeted hallway. The ship every so often shifts directions and you catch yourselves. You reach his door and you knock and he says, "Go away."
No, we're here to be nice now. We've developed an interesting rapport and we're gonna develop it.
"Oh, it's you.
Yeah.
Go away for sure then."
Ugh, Clay, force it open.
Yeah. I open the door.
It is locked.
I rattle the doorknob. I'm like, we didn't see you at breakfast or lunch or all day yesterday. Are you eating and stuff?
"I'm taking my meals in my room. They've been delivered."
Oh.
So, are you still mad at us?
"Yes, of course."
You know how in books and bard's tales, people always get off on the wrong foot, and then the people who maybe stuck their foot in the door and rifled through the other person's belongings feel a little bit, not bad, but reflective on their role in that other person's life, and they come downstairs and they're like, "Hey, wellness check, let's have a conversation this time." You know those stories? They're better stories when the victim is cool about it.
Yeah. I remember feeling really bad and kind of weird when I held that object you have in there. So I don't know how you're doing locked up with that thing all day. Do you want to get some fresh air or anything?
Give me a persuasion check.
Both of us? Just me?
Just you.
18.
Heyo.
Very well. And you hear the sounds of the door unlocking, and this Minotaur man is holding the trunk in his hands. He's got a guy clenched to his chest. Let's go then.
You're bringing it with you?
Yes, I feel that is best. I don't dare leave it alone.
Why? Is it dangerous if left alone, or are you just worried someone will take it?
I'm worried someone will break into my room and steal it. And he looks pointedly at the two of you.
It happens. There are a lot of crazy people out there.
Who would want this, though? What is it for?
Yeah, good point. What is the purpose and interest?
I do not know. I was merely asked by my friend to deliver it, and so that is what I am doing.
You're guarding it very preciously for something you're doing as a favor.
Yeah. Do you need help? Are you doing this of your own will?
You've held it. You can undoubtedly tell there's a disconcerting nature to it, I suppose. I do not need to know what it is to know that it should not be left unguarded.
Where are you bringing it to?
Yeah, what's it going to do at the end when you pass it off?
Do not know. I am merely supposed to bring it to a destination, and then I will be rid of it, and I can return home. My task will be done.
Someone's blackmailing you,
No.
I know blackmail. This is a blackmail scenario.
No, I was asked by a dear friend to do a favor.
Oh. And you don't personally worship this goddess?
I am not in the church, but I say the occasional prayer when I feel my heart brought to anger.
How does praying to Karasar... I've never understood what praying to Karasar is all about. What do you pray to her for?
Strength, wisdom, guidance. I fought in the last Trine War, and she was a steady companion during those years.
Oh, so this friend you're delivering things for, is he an old wartime buddy?
No, a friend I made later in life after settling down. I can have multiple facets to my existence.
Of course. Okay, well, why don't you come up to dinner or something? I feel like we should, we can have dinner together. Leave the thing, it'll be a good exercise. In trust.
I will not leave the thing, but I will come to dinner.
What does the thing do?
I don't know. It's not my thing. I'm just carrying it.
Can we have it?
No, absolutely not.
I was just kidding.
And are you delivering it to Kobaris? Your...
Sarposen.
all the way to Sarposen.
Yeah, because remember my hilarious joke, Clay?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Yeah, Sarposen. Yeah.
I found it a tad distasteful.
How much farther is Sarposen from Kobaris?
Oh, I imagine it'll be the same distance, give or take. Maybe a day's further.
That's like 10 days, right? Like
Indeed.
nearly 2 weeks, or nearly 2 Zav equivalent of a week.
About 1 week in Zav.
Oh,
Just over.
okay.
8 days to the week here, but I pick up what you're putting down.
Yeah, like I can tell it's already taking a toll on you, and it's been like a day and a half. Do you think it's gonna affect you in any way traveling with it for so long?
I hope not. I'm sure it'll be fine. As long as the box is closed, I don't really feel any ill effects. I'm mostly able to ignore it. But on the rare occasion I've opened the trunk, it is most distasteful.
Mm-hmm. You don't have any like locks or protections on the box?
No, foolish me, I thought strangers wouldn't burst into my room and start rifling through my possessions, but if I could do it all again, I'd probably get a real tricky combination lock.
Yeah.
Good call.
I mean, you're scared someone's gonna steal it, but you weren't expecting someone to come steal it.
Yeah. Amazing point, Claire.
I'm a little bit new to this. I was a soldier. I was not a spy. Espionage has not been my foray. Usually taking things head on. Any gestures to his horns are how I tackle my problems.
I just feel like it's a big ask for your friend to ask you to do this, and I'm kind of scared you're getting taken advantage of. Don't you feel that way?
Do you not have a friend that you would undertake a 3-week journey for?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Hi, Faunalyn Vaydark.
But I don't see them here is the thing. Like, they're asking you to do this alone. Like,
oh, I see what you mean.
Damn.
Okay. I see what
like,
you mean.
your
Okay.
friend's not here undertaking the journey with you.
Yes. I don't take issue with that. They asked because it was important. I don't know. For a Minotaur, your sense of honor or duty or loyalty is a tad lacking, I might say.
Firstly, Clay's so loyal they kidnapped a princess for someone. Secondly, just kidding. That was a joke. That's a metaphor in my place where I'm from. Secondly, Clay's not a Minotaur. They're a cow person.
Right. So a Minotaur.
No, it's different. It's different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cow, as in, like, the demon ancestry type.
Yeah. Cow demons. That's what Clay is.
Right.
That's what you are. Well, and also they don't have a mom. So.
Yeah.
Interesting. Have you considered that maybe your mom is a Minotaur?
I don't know.
Actually. Clay, what? It's possible.
I don't know.
Oh
I don't
God.
remember anything, so I don't know.
So you don't remember anything? What do you mean? Like, because you were a baby?
Yeah, like, I don't know. All my life, I grew up on Killick on sea. Yeah.
Well, not my place to argue, I suppose.
Yeah. I guess we're being a little nosy. Just, worried about you. You weren't at my party, man. Kind of.
Yeah. That's the god of parties. Only someone really locked in would miss that opportunity.
Right, yes, I was locked in my room. After you left, I locked the door. I'm more of an introvert, really, so it wasn't a big miss for me, I'm sorry to say.
Well,
Well,
you missed a great party.
it was
Could've brought
legendary.
you out of your shell a little.
Well, I'll be at the next one. Maybe once this is all behind me, we'll meet up and we'll do it all again.
I'll hold another party tonight if you're gonna come.
Let's have another party tonight!
I'm the Lord of Parties.
I will
I can
not
hold a party.
be coming to a party tonight, I'm afraid.
Oh.
Lame.
Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. Probably not tomorrow. After I've delivered the box, maybe then we can hang out sometime and do it all again.
All right.
Okay, bye!
The day comes to a close. Dinner is spagurly and girl balls and
What?
What is that?
it's like spaghetti and meatballs,
wow.
but like unnecessarily gendered, I guess.
Jesus.
That's the worst thing I've ever heard.
That's insane.
Dinner spaghetti and girl balls.
That's the worst thing I've ever heard in my life.
Balls.
Oh.
I love girl balls for dinner.
Yeah, I'm gonna fail a constitution check on purpose from hearing that.
I took psychic damage in real life from girl balls.
Yeah, same.
Girl balls for girl. Oh god.
Man,
you're really lucky that you edit this.
I played my bacon more than once.
If spaghetti and girl balls doesn't make the final cut, I'm leaving the show. That's in my contract now. I walk.
That's insane.
Could I get one more D12 roll, please, and then we'll call it a quits.
6.
7.
I rolled a 3.
As you venture further and further from the coast, the weather begins to become a bit more unpredictable, and you awake to a cloudy day that only seems to get more primed for inclement weather as the day proceeds. The winds begin to pick up, those rolling waves start to become choppy. The ship is rocking pretty consistently. Several people don't leave their rooms on account of seasickness. The crew is more or less all working together to keep things on track. And as the day comes to an end, dinner is served afterwards. There is a get-together in the bar. There's bingo night, and those who aren't bedridden by the waves are there, and Ptolemy is trying out the first verse of his new song. It gets pretty good feedback. He feels encouraged afterwards. And as this ship moves through the night, this little beacon of light amongst the dark, vast ocean, the first mate, Genjum Fruck, comes running into the bar. He says, "Excuse me, sir! Captain, sir! We found a man in the ocean!" And that's where we'll stop tonight's episode of Bard's Soup.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
A man in the ocean.
In the ocean? Her lover.
Yeah, her lost love.
Thank you so much for listening to this spicy little bowl of Bard's Soup. This is the beginning of a new arc. They're going to the Anchor's Chain. We don't think we mentioned it last episode, but they have leveled up. They're level 4. How exciting. Big things are coming, so thanks for listening. I have been your spicy little dungeon master, Zach Meikle, joined by Prima Zhao as Clay Campbell, Jordan Johnsen as Glimki Treefellow, and Shannon Meikle as Faunalyn Vaydark. If you're liking the show, we would like if you left us a 5-star review on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. That would be huge. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at bard_soup. And check out bardsoup.com for some really cool character art. We'll be back in 2 weeks. Bye-bye. You run over and you flip it open, and inside it is lined with felt that is formed to fit around this glass sphere. Not sphere. Let me try that one again. The opposite of a sphere.
Oh, I thought you were going to say a dick.
Yeah, that's so funny too, actually. Holy shit. Not a sphere, a disc. That's so funny. Man, y'all are firing on. First Sapuse or whatever he said.
That's a shot. That's generous. Really set the bar high with that one.